Hey guys, it's Kyle. What's up? Rocking the mask today because I am out doing last minute Christmas shopping because I am just last minute like that. Anyways, it occurred to me I really wanted to talk this subject on this channel, and I think it's a touchy subject for a lot of people, but as someone who's personally dealt with it the majority of my life, I wanted to talk about depression and how depression sucks, but how you need to make sure it doesn't consume you, and how no matter how tough life may seem, how much you get in your own head, you can still be the best version of you possible. So I want to go over my 5 ways to, I use the word overcome. Do you ever really overcome depression? Let's be honest, probably not. But with these 5 tips, I think it's a good start in the right direction to hopefully live a relatively healthy, happy life. So my big thing, and it's kind of contradictory to what most people would say, my big thing is if you are living a life and you know you're depressed, you know you have issues, go back to the drawing board. Don't be afraid to look at your life, reevaluate where you are, reevaluate who you are around, and figure out the core of your issues. Is it someone you're living with? Is it your job? What is really taking the most energy out of you every day? And you got to work on those issues. Unfortunately, I see a lot of people all the time who will do so much, and I'm guilty of this too, will do so much to their life to make it better, but yet they're staying in the same situation. Maybe you're in a bad relationship. Maybe you have a bad roommate. Maybe your job sucks and your boss is miserable. You can't stay in these situations, no matter what you do to improve your appearance, what you do to improve your self-esteem, what you do to improve anything, whether it's seeing a therapist. No matter what you do, if you're stuck in that situation, you're never truly going to get out of the rut. So I think it's very important to go back to the drawing board, look at your life, look at the core issues, and work on them and address them. And don't be afraid. A lot of people make this mistake. Don't be afraid to kick the bad people out of your life. At the end of the day, it's your life. It doesn't need to be ruined by someone. And yes, it sucks hurting people's feelings. But sometimes, and I see this all the time, you're afraid to hurt someone's feelings who has no problem hurting yours. Just never be afraid to make change. And then that's the big thing. So go to the drawing board, figure out what you need to change, and work on those changes. And once you're to the drawing board and you're making changes, then you need to start setting some new goals. Give yourself something to wake up that gets you going to look forward, whether it's a business, whether it's a workout routine, whatever it may be. Wake up with some drive. What do you want to do that day? What is getting your motor running? And I could sit here and talk, and maybe I'll do some other videos about like great business ideas, business advice, stuff like that. For me, I keep saying business because that's what my goals are. All my goals are business based. I wake up in the morning to figure out what I want to do for my business. And, a lot of the time that's what motivates me. No matter what's going on in my life, when I'm getting kicked while I'm down, I look forward to what I can do today. And also, a big help to that is write them down. Anyone who knows me personally, and eventually through these videos, you guys are going to see it too. I have like 30 notebooks, and I just write everything down. I'm always planning, always having ideas, and that's what keeps me going. That's what motivates me. I always know I have something I can look forward to, something to do. You just got to set goals for yourself. It's so important. Don't get caught in a rut. Just set yourself goals. And on top of goals, you also need to find some hobbies. Now, hobbies don't have to be expensive. Mine tend to be, but so I'm a bad example on hobbies. For me, I collect watches, I collect guns, I love to shoot guns, I collect military antiques, I cook. That's probably about the cheapest hobby I have. But you can really do anything. Fishing is a good way, and a little bit less expensive. You don't have to spend a fortune on your hobbies, or if you have the money, if you have a good paying job and you want to have you just got to have something. And especially true for entrepreneurs. You can't just you can't live and breathe your job. Yes, being an entrepreneur means you really never stop working, and that is 100% true, and that's never going to change. But you can't live and breathe your job. You have to have something else. Super important, both for your sanity, also for your mental health. And it really will help you overcome depression if you are a person who suffers from depression or anxiety. Finding yourself a hobby. A lot of people like collecting. A lot of people like traveling if you can afford it. Of course, with COVID right now, that's a little harder. But there's hobbies for everybody. Fixing cars. Some people even find solace in cleaning. Whatever it is, if it can be a hobby for you, do it. Find a way to do it. Give yourself something to do, and you will notice a night and day difference. It feels so nice to be able to do something outside of your normal routine. Which gets into taking care of yourself. That is another part of a routine you should have. And this is the one routine you should always be concerned about. As I said in the last video, the new direction of this channel, I'm going to start working out, and I'm going to take you guys along with me. We're going to do a diet together, and maybe I'll give you, if it's working for me, it'll give you more education on what might work for you. But it's really important to take care of yourself. Clean yourself up, keep good hygiene, brush your teeth, do your hair. And this sounds cliche, but if you let your depression overtake you and you look in the mirror and you look like a bum, you're just going to feel like a bum. Dress yourself in. You don't always have to dress to the nines. I mean, my outfit today is just a plain sweatshirt and this scarf, believe it or not, which I actually like this scarf. It's very nice. This came from the Dollar Tree. This was $1. And this was from Walmart, I believe, actually. This was $10. It doesn't take a lot of money to dress nice. And these are other things I want to cover later on. We'll talk about style more as I produce more videos. But clean yourself up, dress yourself nice, wear good clothes, make yourself feel good. Really take care of yourself, because the first part of it, let's be realistic. Let's talk of this from an attraction standpoint. No matter what anyone says, the first thing you notice on someone is looks. That goes for yourself too. If you look in the mirror and you see yourself dressed as a bum, you're going to feel like a bum. If you look in the mirror and you're very happy with the outfit you have on, you're very happy with your appearance, you're going to feel better about yourself. And it is going to go leaps and bounds to help you with depression. So it is really something important to consider. And last and most importantly, if it is severe, some people have different levels of depression. Some people just go through a traumatic experience in their life and they just need to work through it. Other people have chemical imbalances and have true depression, anxiety, and stuff like that. And it's really important to find someone to talk to. It really is. I'm guilty of having not talked to anyone for the longest time. I went through counselor after counselor, couldn't find anyone. At one point in my life, I couldn't afford counseling. But you need to find someone. There are options, and it doesn't have to be a therapist either. Finding a good friend you can trust. I will give the forewarning that, it takes a special type of friend, and the friends who can handle information like dealing with your depression, or even worse, suicidal thoughts, anything like that. The type of friend that can handle that information properly is few and far between. So be careful if you're with that stuff, if you're reaching out to a friend. Just forewarning you. That is something that can ruin friendships, and that is something that can make you realize people aren't as real as you thought they were, and that can hurt even more. But if you can get a professional, find one that works for you. I will leave the phone number, as most mental health awareness videos do. I will leave the phone number to the suicide hotline. If you were ever feeling that way, and this sounds cliche to say it, but I just want to make sure it's said from me too, you are loved. Even if you don't think anyone does, people will notice. If you do decide to take that step, people will notice that you haven't bought food from your dog for your dog in a while. People will notice that you're not checking out at the cash register anymore. Even the smallest of people notice you every day. And at the end of the day, you do matter. You are loved by someone. And it is very important for anyone to understand that. I will personally, and this is me opening up to you guys, I have personally been in that very, very dark place. I have made attempts on my own life. I am very understanding. And I do want you guys to know that you are not alone. It sounds cliche, everyone says it, but it is true. You're never alone with what you're going through. And just always know that there's someone there. Even people who don't know you. Like, if I'm connecting with you, I want you to know that I care about you. I don't want to read about a tragedy. I don't want you to become a statistic, because at the end of the day, if you're watching this, you want help, you're awesome, you don't need to be a statistic. Live strong and become the best damn person you are, because I know you can do it. So that's my list. I am going to leave the list, leave the number for the suicide hotline in the description if you ever feel you need that. I'm also going to leave the number for something called a warm line. And this has actually helped me on several occasions. It's not as crisis as the suicide hotline. So generally, if you're calling the suicide hotline, they want to calm you down and then figure out what you need for immediate medical treatment. This is the warm line. And with the warm line, they actually take the time to talk to you. So it's very nice. You get someone, it's almost like a free counseling. It's helped me on numerous occasions, and I think, it could help a lot of people. So I'm going to leave the number for that down below in the description as well. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I do want to do more videos like this. We are working towards getting a studio, so the quality will be a little bit better, and I'm not just filming off of my phone. So if you guys are liking the new content, liking the new direction, I appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. And also, if you guys want to talk about your problems, because sometimes you just need someone to hear about it. If you guys have something you want to say, something you've been going through, it's 2020. We've all had a really bad year. Comment down below. Let's talk about it. I want to interact with you guys. So thank you. Hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and a great New Year. And I will see you on the next one.